Hi guys, so I'm going to read Green Lantern Volume 1, Number 10. This is the first appearance of Vandal Savage, who's probably the most famous of the Justice Society villains. Because he's been in a bunch of different media, Vandal Savage. He was in Legends of Tomorrow, he was in Young Justice, he's the main villain in that show. He was in I think Batman Brave and the Bold. He was in Justice League. So, yeah, and he's been like a main villain a bunch of times. So he's actually no, probably Grundy. Solomon Grundy's probably more pop, but Vandal Savage is probably the second most. But Green Lantern. This is the story of a man to fear, greater than kings and emperors, more powerful than tyrants and dictators. He is a man to whose slightest whim all humanity, yes, even you and I, have bowed in abject submission. He is a man who has held the earth in the palm of his hand, an earth that did not realize its slavery, an earth that would still writhe in captive chains, were it not for the gallant heroism of Green Lantern and his sluggish sidekick, dauntless Dobie Dickles. They alone saved us from the man who wanted the world. And it says by Matt Coatley, I think. I don't know. Matt Coatley or Mark Courtley. I can't really see that, but yeah, this comic's gonna be kind of long, so it's gonna be a long comic. So, world-shattering history often begins with trivial incidents, and our story starts with a routine taxi trip.
Hey, pal. Service with, efficient smile. That's Dobie Dickles' slogan.
Then as the hack halts before a Swank Park Avenue club. Wait for me here, driver. I'll only be an hour.
A pleasure, pal. What name am I waiting for?
What name? Why, Dickles. D. Dickles.
D. Dickles? Dickles, that's my name.
And mine too. How very odd.
It ain't not odd, pal, 'cause you're a liar. I happen to know I'm the only Dickles in this town.
Then as the suave stranger stares into Dobie's eyes, a cold chill curdles the hackey's blood.
I'm gonna knock your...
Well, I think you'd better be off about your business, my friend.
What did that guy do to me? He gives me one look, and me blood runs hot and cold at the same time. Wow.
Moments later.
Brr, I still get chills when I think of that fella's eyes. Come on, fellas, that's the guy.
Abruptly, a pack of underworld rats swarm over the car.
Don't make a move, pal. You better come with us, see? Hey, what place?
Then, without warning, Dobie's cab leaps forward.
If you guys want to play games, it's okay by me.
Slug 'em, guys.
Ugh. Pardon me, pal. I got a signal for a tune.
Yow!
Tisk, tisk. You guys should oughta be more careful of city property. My. What big heads you's got, Grandma. Ugh. All this looks very fishy, and to yours truly. I'm gonna report this matter to me pal. Alan,
Dobie, hold on. Take a deep breath. What's the matter? Swiftly, Dobie stutters out his strange story.
So that's the whole yarn. What do you think of such a crust? Calling myself Dickles, and me private moniker.
That plus the thug's attack makes something worth looking into, Dobie. A lightning change of costume transforms Alan Scott into Green Lantern, and once more the mysterious rays of an ageless lamp flood the power ring with occult force. In brightest day, in blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power, Green Lantern's light. Scant seconds later, outside.
Lantern, There's the thugs who ganged up on me.
Hey, that's the lantern.
I like this light being followed.
Gun them down.
Directed by amazing willpower, the power ring flares into instant action.
Ouch! What's he doing to our Roscoes?
We're in a hurry, friend. No time to play. 1 second to give these boys the can, and then we'll be on our way.
Hello, Lantern. Why you warned me?
See, he's put trash cans over their heads.
I seen enough. I'm blowing. Me too.
Hold on, Dobie. No time to chase them. We gotta get into the club before that man leaves. Swiftly, the dynamic duo hurtles to the Park Avenue.
Where's that Dickles guy?
I'll announce you to Mr. Dickles. No time for that. We'll to announce ourselves.
There's him, Lantern. That's the faker.
Sir, we'd like to know why you usurped my friend Dickles' name, and why you set your thugs on him.
My dear Green Lantern. You are Green Lantern, of course. It was all a joke. I saw Dickles' name on his license in the cab. My name is Vandal Savage.
Hardly an amusing joke, Mr. Savage. Why did you do it?
Simply to provide a provocative mystery, so that Dickles would bring you into the case. I wanted to get in touch with you, and I know that Dickles is an intimate of yours. You see, my dear sir, I want to hire your services. I want you to locate a man for me, a man by the name of Alan Scott. Name any price and it's yours, for the service. I happen to be a slightly wealthy man.
Sorry, but Green Lantern works for no price. I'll get word to Scott for you, but my services end. Outside the club, Green Lantern's strong features crease with perplexity.
So it's all a gag, huh? Gee, all that trouble for nothing.
I don't know, Dobie. I don't know. Something about Mr. Vandal Savage doesn't strike me right. Oh well, maybe my imagination. The next day, Alan Scott visits the Wall Street offices of Vandal Savage. Mr. Savage? Green Lantern said you wanted to see me.
Alan Scott, I presume. Do come in, Mr. Scott. Is it true, Mr. Scott, that you have safe deposit box number 13 in the Wheat Exchange Bank?
Yes.
Anything of great value in it?
No, a few trinkets, a few shares of stock. That's all. Why?
I'm glad to hear that, because I want to buy your vault box now. As is. Just name your price and turn over the keys to me.
Again, why?
It's an odd offer, but I'm a superstitious man. I have a hunch that your deposit box will bring me luck. That's all.
I'm afraid I can't accept your offer, Mr. Savage.
Really? Well, too bad. But fortunes of war, you know. And fortunes of finance.
Well, what happened? All I can say is this case is getting fishier by the minute. The way that bird lingered lovingly over the words Wheat Exchange Bank. That very night.
This is the craziest job I ever been on. Shut up, we're getting paid. Ain't we? That's all that counts. Now be careful.
When I was paid to let you in by Mr.
Shut up. Don't mention no names. You done your part of the job, and we know how to do ours.
Then out of the darkness.
Green.
So, you bribed the night watchman.
Dynamic deductions, Dobie. The man behind this fist is Green Lantern. Want me to spell it out for you?
Green.
That hunch of yours about keeping an eye on this joint sure was in the groove, Lantern.
Look out!
Look out.
Oh, quit shoving! Look out, there goes the soup!
Yeah! You sissy, I ain't even slugged it yet.
Crash! With an ear-splitting violence, the small leather bag bursts into the titanic explosion of nitroglycerin. Bang! And as a heavy wooden ceiling cracks and falls,
Lock!
Green Lantern is clouded into an insensibility by his mortal enemy, Wood. See, I don't know if I said this before, but the Golden Age Green Lantern's weakness was wood, which is really weird. But yeah, that was so he like basically a baseball bat could take him down. But I mean, the Silver Age Green Lantern's weakness was the color yellow, so I don't know. So Mustard could take him, but painful minutes later.
Ow, me head. Hey, them thugs are gone.
Works, Dobie. They cracked the vault.
Look,
Box 13 is gone.
we've been outsmarted.
Outsmarted by Vandal Savage? I don't think so.
I don't get it. What do you mean, Lantern?
Well, I took the precaution of removing the contents of the box and taking them home this afternoon.
Jeepers, that's beating them.
But as the tired teammates enter Alan's apartment,
Holy pickerel! What is... Wait, hit this place? A cyclone?
Dobie, this place has been ransacked. And those stocks I took from my vault are gone. Wait, he changed costume, right? What? Okay. Yeah, he changed costume right after. Look, he's in his costume. And now he's not in his costume. But anyway, 100 shares of Consolidated Steel.
So our Savage outsmarted us after all. Grr.
The following morning, Alan and Dobie speed to the stock exchange building. Come on, we're going to find out why Savage had to steal 100 shares of stock worth exactly $50.
I'm right with you, pal.
But as the opening gong announces the beginning of business, and the duo dashes onto the stock exchange floor.
Hey, that's Scott and the cabbie.
Come on, we got orders to hold them up.
Hey, you guys, you can't get on the floor without a pass. Oh, excuse me, mister.
Mr. Baloney. What is he saying? What? Ugstei umfra the Ankbay. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I understand now, Mr. Scott. Say, pal, what's the latest quote on crime?
My figures say crime doesn't pay.
Hey, look out, Blizzard.
Come on, little chum. We can't let them see how good we can fight.
That's a fact.
Goodness, Dobie. We feel dizzy, don't we?
Yeah, I practically fainted.
Then the vibrant voice of Vandal Savage abruptly ends the fight.
Here, what's the meaning of this? Stop at this at once.
Yes, sir, Mr. Savage, sir. Will you get a gander on who's saving us?
I presume you've come for your stock, Mr. Scott. Well, here it is. I'm terribly sorry that it was taken. It was all a horrible misunderstanding. These not over-bright workers of mine met up with some thieves last night who stole the stock from you. I'm glad to return it.
As the two leave the stock exchange floor in bewilderment. Of course Savage was lying. His men stole the stock. But why does he return it? And why did he want it?
I don't know. Me brain just ain't working.
Dobie, look at that news on the ticker tape.
What? What's up?
Listen to this. After a 2-month deadlock, Vandal Savage was elected chairman of Consolidated Steel this morning by a margin of 100 votes through 100 shares of stock that mysteriously turned up. So that's what Savage was after. My stock was needed to break a voting deadlock. Come on, Dobie.
Where to?
To the Consolidated Steel plant, of course. If Savage is going after control of it, we're going to be there.
I get it. The trail's getting hot, eh?
In the heart of Pennsylvania, where the factories are of Consolidated Steel thrust fingers of stone and smoke skyward. We find Dobie and Allen days later as full-fledged foundrymen.
Whoa, what a joint. We've been here for 3 days and it still knocks me for a loop.
Yes, this factory is a key plant in the American war industry. And as the day shift makes way for the incoming night crew, 3 days and still no sign of anything wrong. Maybe we're wrong, Dobie. Maybe Savage is nothing worse than an unscrupulous go-getter.
Alan, look! Look who's coming in! That mugs we tangled with twice already.
You're right. Come on, Dobie. Action tonight. Back at their lodgings, a lightning-quick change of costume, again reveals Green Lantern. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power, Green Lantern's light. Looks like tonight's the night, Dobie.
What I says is gimme action.
Shortly after, in the foundry.
Okay, gang, let's go with the grenades.
Suddenly,
hiya, rats. Blazes, those guys stick closer than a porous plaster. The trigger, green, oh.
Still stammering, eh? Could it be from bashfulness? Or from the bash?
Yo! Just a sample of me personal brand the hot seat. Hot stuff, eh? Come on, we'll burn those blasted heroes to a cinder.
Watch out, Dobie! Molten metal!
In the nick of time. Go, me dogs is almost burning. Lantern, why didn't you use your power ring?
I can't, Dobie. There's too much metal around us, I'm afraid. I'll ruin a vital part of the plant. Then as the great crane carries the fighters over the huge maw of a Bessemer converter.
Green Lantern, get out of there! The converter is about to blow! You'll be cased in flame!
Lantern, do something!
Out of the black shadows of the crane, control peers. The cold and motionless face of Vandal Savage. Wait, we're finished, Dobie. Savage has us where he wants us. And part 2, who is Vandal Savage? It says by Mart Nodi, so I think that's his name, Mart Nodi. Who's Vandal Savage? To what purpose does the mysterious man manipulate the myriad men and machines that lie under his far-flung control? Can Green Lantern combat his incredible, invincible power? Are the miraculous potency of the green lamp and the occult power ring enough to unravel the labyrinth-like complexity of Savage's maneuvering? The answer is told in Chapter 2 of The Man Who Wanted the World. Unexpected aid comes incredibly.
Easy, boys. You'll be safe in a moment. Unfortunately, the controls have jammed, or I would have run the crane to safety.
You's helped us?
No, take it easy. You've already defeated those saboteurs, and I've called the police.
Is me eyes crossing me up? That's Savage's own mugs. He's turning over to the coppers.
Maybe they aren't. Maybe we only thought. Maybe... Oh, I give up.
Feeling better now? That was a magnificent fight. Glad I was able to watch. Truly inspiring.
Thank you.
Let me give you a lift home. We'll talk this whole case over and clear up some misunderstandings.
Gladly. Perhaps we've been mistaken about you, Mr. Savage.
Step in, gentlemen. Yes, I'm sure you've been mistaken.
Abruptly, with unerring accuracy, Vandal Savage wields a wicked wooden club.
Mistaken, because I'm a good deal cleverer than you give me for the credit of being.
How can this mystery man know Green Lantern, its most closely guarded secret, that wood alone can penetrate the safeguard of the power ring? How? Returning consciousness finds the duo in a darkened study, helpless, trapped.
What? Where?
Awake, I see. Let me warn you not to move a muscle, because your friend's chair is wired to yours. The slightest move on your part will release a switch that will electrocute Mr. Dickles. I know you won't let that happen. I know all about your powers and weaknesses, my friend. I even know that Green Lantern is really Alan Scott.
You know?
But of course, I've been watching your movements for some time. The mere application of symbolic logic to the 6th degree led me to that inevitable deduction.
Green Lantern, the guy's a menace.
Mr. Dickles speaks. You've intrigued me for some time, fat fool, and entertained me too. I often wondered, what makes you tick?
In heaven's name, who are you?
It's been quite some time since I've told my tale. Yes, quite a long time.
Eyes glowing strangely, an ironic smile twisting his lips. Vandal Savage's first words tax the very imagination.
How long a time? To be exact, 1,000,000 years. Yes, dear sir, I am over 1,000,000 years old. In the year 1,000,000 BC, I was a man 40 summers old, chieftain of a tribe of Cro-Magnon men, a race now extinct.
Ah, mammoth we kill. Yeah, we eat.
While leading a hunting party, I was suddenly aware of a weird phenomenon thundering out of the skies. A fireball. "Oh, chief, look! Fire from the skies!" With a titanic explosion, the flaming meteor burst over my head, engulfing me in fiery gas.
For 10 moons our chieftain has lain thus. He does not live, and he is not dead.
Many months later I recovered.
He walks again!
He lives! He lives! Summer after summer sped into the past. I outlived all my people. 100 summers have passed, and still I live unchanged. The flame from the skies, it has given me eternal life. Life is mine forever. I will never grow old, and barring accidents never die. With eternal life my knowledge and power grew. I was the great Egyptian pharaoh, Cheops, who built the pyramids. This shall be a monument that will live almost as long as myself. Centuries later I was Julius Caesar, who turned Rome into a conquering kingdom. Hail Caesar!
Hail Caesar, conqueror of Gaul and Bithynia!
Contrary to history, Brutus's assassination failed, and years later I was Genghis Khan, leader of the plundering hordes. Forward, forward, kill, ravage!
We follow, O great Khan.
Then I realized there was too much danger in prominence, for I still could be killed, accidentally, so I became a power behind history scenes.
What is your counsel, Sir Vandal Savage?
Attack England, Duke William, and she is yours. You will go down in history as William the Conqueror. As King Philip's advisor, I led the Spanish Armada against Drake.
Senor Savage, the battle goes ill for us.
Fight on, fight on. Twice before I have taken England. I will do it again. And as Napoleon's aide, I planned his great victories.
You must attack, sire.
You must attack, sire. The Austrians, the Prussians, and the English cannot withstand your power.
Very well, Marshal Savage. I will give the necessary orders.
Yes, and it was I who led the Bismarck to its victory over France. This is a great triumph for your armies, Prince Bismarck.
Ja, but a greater one for your diplomacy, Baron von Savage.
And now, after 1,000,000 years, I'm bored. The only thing that amuses me is the chess game of power. And that, my friends, is why your country must lose this war. For in a dictatorship, I shall be able to play with power as I never could in a democracy.
So yeah, this was released during 1944. This was during World War II. So that's what you're after.
Yes, I've told you all this merely to warn you. I let you live because you amuse me. You are helpless because one move against me, and I reveal your secret. You've served my purposes well. Each move I planned you followed. Now I have no more use for you. We part.
You mean that's what you wanted us to do? Everything we done?
Of course. Do you young upstarts think you could outsmart a man with 1,000,000 years' experience? Ha ha! Farewell and be warned. For your own good, forget you ever met me.
A slight click, and abruptly the room and Vandal Savage vanished to reveal.
Will you look at this? We been in your room all the time. That Savage fooled us with some kind of movie projector.
Yes, even your electric chair was a clever illusion. We were outsmarted again.
Listen, are we gonna let Savage bluff us? Are we gonna fight?
Fight, of course. But fight what? And how? We don't even know what Vandal Savage is after, Dobie. We've never been up against anyone as tough as this, and I'm worried. following day, as Alan Scott again resumes his radio duties. This is Alan Scott, ladies and gentlemen, bringing you the latest news. Washington, the War Department has just issued the following announcement. Due to his fine work in ending sabotage at the Consolidated Steel Works, Vandal Savage has been appointed War Labor Chief of the entire country. He will be instated before the Senate at noon today.
Do my ears deceive me? Alan, I heard you're broadcasting.
I knew you'd be here, Dobie. Come on. We got to get to grab the next train to Washington.
Made it! Woo-wee!
Thank heaven the power ring's been recharged for today, and I got my other clothes with me. Dobie, we've got to stop Savage now. This position is what he was angling for all along. It'll give him all the chances he needs to sabotage our war effort.
Yeah.
A few hours later, the two arrive in Washington. 10 o'clock. Just 2 hours to figure out something out. 2 hours before Savage is instated.
To the Capitol, bub. Taxi. Get moving, will ya? We ain't got all day.
Got to share your cab in Washington, mister. Wait a minute. Here comes another customer. Cab, sir? And into the cab steps.
It's Savage. Thank you, cabby. Aye, well. Mr. Scott and Mr. Dickles. Well, gentlemen, I see that my friendly warning has done no good, eh?
Ah, shut up. You can't bluff us, Savage.
But I'm not bluffing, Mr. Dickles. I'm afraid I'll have to dispose of you both. A great pity. You've really been most entertaining.
Minutes later, before the national capital.
Alan, what do we do?
So it's war, Mr. Scott.
I don't know, Dobie, I don't know. Then, quickly in here. There's safety in numbers. We can talk things over.
Think fast, will ya? I keep seeing Savage's gunmen everywhere. That guy works fast.
I'm trying. We've got to stop Savage before his instatement, and before he reveals my secret. Only how? So this is at the Lincoln Memorial.
Come on, you two. Your tour's leaving. All right. We come down on the next trip.
How can we stop Savage? How? So this is atop the Washington Monument. But already the long arm of Vandal Savage reaches out, and atop the Washington Monument comes an unexpected attack.
Now's my chance. Savage says the job's gotta be done fast. Alan, look out! Okay, you. No tricks now, or I'll drill ya. Who do you think you're shoving around? I'll show you the way I used to stamp out forest fires. Meet devastation, Dobie Dickles. The human jumping jack. Boop.
That was splendid headwork, Dobie.
Alan, you gotta explain something to me. Why did he attack me?
Dobie, that's the answer. You alone stand in Savage's way. Why? Because he really did take the name of Dickles. He said it was a gag, but he lied.
That's so. Why?
Because he had to have a birth certificate to hold a war job. He stole yours. We should have known that when the cab flunky spoke of him as Mr. Dickles. That showed it was no joke. Oh, did I skip? No. Okay.
I get it. A guy born 1,000,000 years ago wouldn't have had no birth certificate.
Check and double check.
Wait a minute, Lantern, where are we going?
Back to Keystone City. That's where the Flash lives. Yeah, they always change the... I found they always change the name. Because Green Lantern was supposed to be in Gotham City. That was, I don't know, that might have been a retcon, though, like, later on. But he's supposed to be in the same city as Batman was. But back to Keystone City. Now I know where to stop Vandal Savage. Faster than light itself, Green Lantern literally cleaves the air. I only hope we make it in time.
Oh, this certainly put me stomach on the blink.
And then the return trip. We gotta make it back in 10 minutes. Hold on, Dobie.
Courage, Dobie, the courage.
9 minutes later. Gentlemen, I present Mr. Vandal Savage to the Senate for instatement. Your papers seem to be in order, Mr. Savage. This is a mere formality, of course.
You will find that I was born Dickles, sir. Naturally, I had to change my name for business purposes. Dickles is hardly a name for a financier. Suddenly,
Stop! This man is a fraud! I have full photostatic evidence to prove that I am bringing you the real Dickles.
What is the meaning of this? These papers show a photo of Dickles attached to his birth certificate and hack license. All the proof you need.
all right, you asked for this, Green Lantern. I'll broadcast our secret to the world.
Go ahead. It's worth it to know you'll be behind bars for many years. But I'm going to pin plenty on you, Savage. You'll probably get life imprisonment. Life imprisonment! Think that over before you blab my secret. Vandal Savage falters as the full hideous meaning of Green Lantern's words dawns on him.
Life! Millions and millions of years! No, that's impossible! He's screaming! Let's go after him!
Wait, Dobie. Not too fast.
What's the general idea?
Before we tackle Savage, I would like to locate his real hideout, the place he's been using for all these centuries. High into the air, Green Lantern cautiously trails Vandal Savage and follows the fugitive miles southward across the rolling Virginia country. He's taken a private plane. This time Savage is really on the run. Later, in the rugged hills of Kentucky, end of the trail, Savage's hideout is in this mammoth cave. I might have known. This place is as old as he is.
Let me go, I'll cripples him.
Green Lantern, following me. You're a little too troublesome, my friend. I'm afraid I'll have to be violent.
Correction. No violence when the power ring goes into action, Savage. You're finished, frozen.
Your mystic ring. Not good enough, though.
And Vandal Savage suddenly shouts with all the power of his lungs.
Ooh! Hey, it's raining rocks! What happened?
That Savage is clever. His tremendous vocal vibrations have loosened centuries-old stalactites. Quick, this way. I can hear him up ahead.
Lord, this joint's giving me the creeps.
Look out!
Oh, we've been tripped.
We must have stumbled into Vandal Savage's secret entrance to a subterranean hideaway.
Tisk.
Welcome to my hideout, gentlemen. It's had no visitors in 500,000 years. I've had 1,000,000 years' experience with all weapons. I can shoot faster than you can move that ring, and this solid malachite rock will muffle all the sound. So keep that ring pointed harmlessly toward the ground, while I enjoy a last look at the only men who have ever come near beating me.
What do you mean, last look?
Simply that you must die. I regret it, for you removed my eternal boredom
For a few days.
But as Vandal Savage's finger tightens on the trigger, a bolt of green light dives downward from the power ring and down, deep into a bottomless cavern, drilled through solid rock, drops the man who wanted the world.
Jeepers, Lantern, how'd you do that? I never seen the power ring cut through solid rock so fast. I didn't know it could do that.
This isn't rock. It's magnetite. Savage said so. Magnetite is pure iron. And so it will always be with those who play the game of gain and power, regardless of good. No matter how wise and strong they may be, the time must come when they alone must undo themselves. And that's the end. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you could like, comment, and subscribe, that'd be appreciated. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you guys later.